As we get older, staying healthy seems to become more of a challenge every year. This is even more true for people who have busy days, like those of us who work in education. Making sure we get enough sleep when we're staying up late grading, trying to eat healthy when we're running out the door early in the morning, and trying to stay on top of whatever underlying health conditions we might have is almost too much for one person to do on their own. This is where we can leverage the power of AI. Take Care is a powerful all-in-one health tracker, but its real magic happens behind the scenes. By simply logging your daily life, what you eat, how you sleep, your activity, and your symptom levels, Take Care's intelligent AI begins to connect the dots for you. In as little as a week, Take Care can start to uncover patterns you'd never see on your own. You can become your own health detective. With Take Care, you can discover hidden triggers in your life. Like, could that midday fatigue be linked to the sugar in your morning coffee? You can use its smart meal analysis so you're not just counting calories. You can start to understand your food. And detailed nutritional breakdowns will actually suggest healthier alternatives that fit your taste. Bring easy-to-read Take Care data with you to your doctor's appointments to optimize your visits. You can even sync your smartwatch to track everything in one place. Plus, if you have any specific health questions, Carrie, your Take Care personal health assistant, will provide you with safe, contextual, and personalized guidance. Download the Take Care AI app on the Apple Store or get it on Google Play. And now, on with the show. Happy 2026, everyone. I hope you had a great holiday season and that you're ready to get back into the classroom. This is Lessons We Forgot, and this episode is called Close Personal Relationships. I hope you've learned enough about me from this podcast to know that I'm a firm believer in the concept that money doesn't buy happiness. So what actually makes people happy then? Well, that answer is going to be a little different for everyone. But one Harvard study, which I will put in the show notes, found that, and I'll just quote the study directly here, close personal relationships, more than money or fame, are what keep people happy throughout their lives. Those ties protect people from life's discontents, help to delay mental and physical decline, and are a better predictor of long, happy lives than social class, IQ, or even genes. As teachers, we spend the vast majority of our time at school with kids. And even if you really like the kids in your class, or if you have some really intelligent kiddos who are capable of good conversations, I don't think those count as close personal relationships. More likely, you're doing a lot of teaching and explaining, reminding students to stay on task, or answering questions about your subject matter or the directions to your assignment. Worst case scenario, you're playing the role of an in-class parent, a therapist, or even a drill sergeant. Does that mean we're cursed to be miserable while we're at work, only able to find happiness on the weekends or on breaks? Of course not. But we do need to make sure we're looking for ways to strengthen our adult relationships while we're here at school. I hope that you can find time during your hectic days teaching to have at least a few non-academic related conversations with some of your colleagues at school, or that you can meet up after school outside of the building. Remember, inviting my colleagues for meeting up after school on Fridays is how this podcast got started in the first place. And I hope you have some time built in for enjoying the relationships you already have or for building new ones. If you're looking for more relationship building opportunities at school, one easy way is taking time to eat together. I know you're busy and you probably need to work during your lunches sometimes, but meals are a great time to have adult conversations and even laugh a little during your short breaks. We started getting together as a floor to eat lunch with each other twice a week after we came back from COVID. We don't really have a centrally located teacher's lounge at my school, so we had to get a little creative. Now we actually use a classroom. And we've even moved on from just twice a week, and we're pretty much doing it every day now. And it's such a nice change of pace in the middle of the school day. No kids, no complaining, not answering the same questions 5 times in a row, no dealing with attitudes or apathy. I'll admit, we don't always keep it strictly positive at lunch, but sometimes in close personal relationships, you get to complain a little bit too. If that won't work for you in your situation at school, I hope you're able to find something else that does the trick. I'm guessing that the amount of time you spend developing your close personal relationships is probably a good predictor for how much happiness they can bring you. But while you're working with whatever you have right now, it's important to make the most out of the time you do have together. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Lessons We Forgot. I'm the host, Chris Winkle. You can contact me at lessonsweforgot@gmail.com, and you can follow the show or message Lessons We Forgot on Facebook. Either way, I'd love to hear from you and welcome you to our community. If you really enjoyed this episode, please consider sharing it with a friend. That is the best way to help grow the podcast. If you want to hear more Lessons We Forgot, I post new episodes on Sunday nights. Make sure you subscribe to follow the show on whatever podcast platform you use. And when you rate the show, like an episode, or leave a comment, we can reach even more listeners. If you hate ads just like me, I do have a Patreon site, patreon.com/lessonsweforgot, and for only $1 a month, you can get the show without ads. You can try that out right now for free to see if it's something you'd be interested in. Thanks again for your support.